Welcome back. Your LTV number might be wrong by 40 to 80%, and if it is, every acquisition decision built on it is wrong too. Today, the 3 ways to calculate LTV, the benchmarks by segment, the 6 pitfalls that inflate it, and how to tie it to CAC. There are 3 valid ways to calculate LTV, and they give different numbers. Simple. ARPA times gross margin divided by churn. 40K times 80% over 10% is 320K. NRR adjusted adds an expansion multiplier. That same customer becomes 368K. And cohort based tracks actual revenue from real cohorts over 24 plus months. It's the most accurate, but it needs the most data. So which do you use? It depends on your data. Early stage with no cohort history. Use simple LTV, but with proper gross margin and cohort churn. Growth stage with real expansion. Use NRR adjusted. And once you're past 5 million ARR with 2 years of cohort data, go cohort based. That's the board grade number. LTV scales sharply with segment. SMB median is 52K. Mid-market 340K. Enterprise 1.7 million. Strategic 3.2 million. Higher ACV, lower churn, years of expansion. But absolute LTV is only half the story. A 52K SMB can be healthier than a 1.7 million enterprise once you divide by acquisition cost. Now the traps. 6 pitfalls inflate LTV by 40 to 80%. Revenue without gross margin adds 30%. Customer-based churn instead of cohort churn adds 25 to 45. Net churn makes the simple formula infinite. No discounting of future dollars. Ignoring contraction 30 to 50% of ARR loss. And treating NRR as constant when it decays. Here's the thing, LTV alone isn't actionable. You need it next to CACs. Under 3 to 1, acquisition is too expensive. Reallocate channels or fix pricing. 4 to 1 to 5 to 1 is the healthy zone. 6 to 1 or better is best in class, and often a signal you can afford to invest more. But one ratio isn't enough. LTV to CAA measures long-term unit economics. CAA payback measures cash efficiency. A company at 3 to 1 but 36-month payback has a cash burn problem. One at 12-month payback but 1.5-to-1 has a retention problem. Healthy SaaS clears both above 3 to 1 and payback under 18 months. So how do you actually raise LTV? 5 levers. 1. ICP refinement. Better fit customers churn 40 to 60% less. 2. ACV growth. Double ACV, double LTV. 3. Churn reduction 10 to 8% lifts LTV about 25%. 4. Multi-product cross-sell 2 to 3 times the LTV. 5. Gross margin improvement. This is where GrowthSpree is different. We pick the method that fits your data maturity. Always apply gross margin. Use acquisition cohort churn and report LTV to CHC and payback together by segment, ACV tier, and vertical. All at $3,000 a month, flat. And it shows up in results. Price labs, 0.7 to 2.5x ROAS by using segment level LTV to reallocate channels toward higher LTV ISCP. Tracks up. 4x trials at 51% lower cost using LTV to CAC to justify more spend. Rocket Lane, 3.4x ROAS and 36% lower cost per demo with LTV aware ISCP scoring. To recap, 3 methods, simple. NRR adjusted, cohort. Median LTV runs 52K for SMB up to 3.2 million for strategic, 6 pitfalls, overstated 40 to 80%. Pair it with SAKI, 3 to 1 minimum, use the dual framework. And 5 levers led by ICP refinement, actually move it. If your LTV is overstated, you're overspending to acquire customers worth less than you think. Book a free 45-minute audit with GrowthSpree senior operators. Will surface your top 3 pipeline leaks. $3,000 a month. Flat, no lock-in. Links in the description. Thanks for watching.